What if I told you there is money sitting in your state right now, thousands of dollars set aside specifically for first-time home buyers? And most people never even know it exists. I'm Eric Estevez, Eric the Lender, and I'm a licensed mortgage advisor. And I've helped hundreds of buyers get into homes using programs they didn't even know they qualified for. Today, I'm breaking down exactly how to get a down payment grant in 2026. Not alone, not something you have to pay back, as close to free money as you can get to buy your home. Now, stay with me because by the end of this video, you're going to know exactly where to find it and how to claim it. Now, let me give you a stat that blew my mind. In 2025, the first time home buyers made up just 21% of all home purchases. This is an all time low. You know what the number one reason was? The down payment. People see a $400,000 home and they think, I need $80,000 saved up. That's the 20% myth, and it keeps people renting for years longer than they have to. Here's the truth: you do not need a 20% down payment. And in many cases, with the right grant program, you may not need much of a down payment at all. So let me explain how these grants work, who qualifies, and how to get the money. First, let's define what a grant actually is. A grant is money you receive to help cover your down payment or closing costs that you do not have to pay back. Now, I want you to be clear, right? There are a few different types of assistance out there, and they're not all the same. Number one, true grants. These are pure gifts, zero repayment ever. Number two, forgivable second liens. These are technically loans, but they are forgiven after a set number of years, usually 3 to 5, as long as you stay in the home. Number three, deferred payment loans. These are also loans, but you don't pay them back until you sell, refinance, or pay the home. All three can dramatically reduce what you need out of pocket. So, who's funding these programs? State housing finance agencies called HFAs, the federal government through HUD, local municipalities and counties, and even some private lenders. The money's real. The programs exist. You just have to know where to look. Now, the question you're probably asking is, do I qualify? Let me walk you through the typical requirements. First, the first time buyer definition. Most programs define first time buyer as someone who has not owned a home in the last 3 years. So even if you owned a home before, if it's been 3 or more years, you may still qualify. Second, income limits. Most programs cap your household income at a percentage of the area median income, or AMI, for your county. This number varies a lot by location. In some markets, the limit might be 80,000. In higher cost areas, could be $120,000 or more. Third, purchase price caps. Most programs have a maximum purchase price. Again, this varies by state and county. And fourth, credit score minimums. Typically, you'll need at least a 620 credit score. Some programs go lower, especially with those paired with FHA. And fifth, the home must be your primary residence. You cannot use a grant to buy an investment property. It has to be where you live. So if you check most of those boxes, there is a likely program in your state waiting for you. Now, let me give you some real examples. Every state has a housing financing agency, or an HFA, and most of them offer some form of down payment assistance. In Florida, there is a program like the Florida Assist and the Florida Bond Program. These can provide up to $10,000 or more toward your down payment. In Texas, there's TSAHC or TDHCA, both offering grants and forgivable loans. And in California, you have the Cal HFA, has multiple programs, including down payment and closing cost assistance. And these are just a few examples. Almost every state has something. Here's how to find yours. Go to ncsha.org. ncsha.org. That's the National Council of State Housing Agencies. Click on your state and it will take you directly to your state's housing financing agency. From there, you can see exactly what programs are available, income limits, purchase price caps, and a list of approved lenders. Speaking of approved lenders, that brings me to the next section because how you apply for this money matters. Here's the important thing to understand about grant programs. You cannot go directly to the state and ask them for money. You have to go through an approved lender, a mortgage professional who is licensed and approved to originate loans under that specific program. Step one, find an approved lender. That's your first call. Your first conversation, you need someone who knows these programs inside and out. Step two, complete a HUD approved home buyer education course. Almost every grant program requires this. The good news, it's usually free or very low cost, and you can take it online and it typically takes 4 to 8 hours. Step three, get your pre approval before you house hunt. This is critical. Grant funds are limited. They are first come, first served programs and they run out of money. So if you wait until you find a house to ask about grants, it may be too late. Apply for the grant first. Get your pre approval first. Then you go shopping. Mistake number four, skipping the home buyer education course. I've seen buyers skip this thinking it doesn't matter. It does. Complete it early. And mistake number five, choosing a lender who is not approved for the program. Not every lender offers every grant. Make sure your lender is on the approved list. So here's where we are. Down payment grants are real. They're available in most states, and thousands of buyers qualify who don't even know it. The key is working with the right lender, getting your education course done early, and applying for the program before you start shopping. If you want to find out what's available in your state, drop your state in the comments right below. I personally respond to every comment. Just drop your state and I'll point you to the right program. Or if you're ready to get moving, send me a DM with the word grant, just the word grant. And I will reach out to you personally to talk through what you qualify for. No obligation, no pressure, just answers. And if this video has helped you, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this with someone who needs it. Because someone in your life right now is sitting on the sidelines thinking they can't afford a home when there's actually money out there waiting for them. I'm Eric Estevez, Eric the Lender. I'll see you in the next video.